Okay. Hello. Good evening. Welcome to AF Collectors Live AF. Here we are back. We missed last week. Sorry, apologies. I know we said we were going to be here. A lot of stuff going on last week with Comic Con and other things happening. So we made a decision to kind of wait until this week. So we have a lot to cover this week as a result of that. So I want to get right into things. Welcome, as I said, welcome to Live AF, AFcollectors.com. And let's get into things here. So just really quickly, we're going to go ahead and share out my screen here to show you a whole bunch of stuff. Here we go. All right. There we go. You should be able to see that. So just really quick, wanted to remind everybody that we have our main website here. You always find the feature video right at the top. As you can see, we've got a Comic-Con NECA video there. And then the daily, weekly news is all down here. And then you can get to all of our social channels here. And social channels include, of course, Facebook. That's where all of our news updates, daily news updates are posted. YouTube, lots of stuff on YouTube. As you can see, Comic-Con videos have been posted. We're going to have more Comic-Con videos coming soon, very soon, actually. So keep an eye out for that. For now, the first three are there for you. We've got Twitter, we've got Instagram, and we try to post different things on all of these social channels, not just repeating everything on every channel. So follow each one for a little something different here and there. And we've got TikTok as well. On TikTok, we do quick AF reviews here. So they're very, very quick, 1 minute or so reviews of different action figures. So make sure you check that out on TikTok. All right. We've got we've got actually a giveaway that's almost ready to go. I actually have the product here. So I will be surprising you guys with that pretty soon. And everybody will have a fair shot at getting that. All right. All right, moving along. The first item of topic here this week is, let's see here, Target Geek Out. If it will load. Uh-oh, not loading. There we go. Okay, Target Fall Geek Out. So we missed the last week and the last surprise entry on the actual Target website. That site is gone, but just wanted to finish up our coverage because we did cover every single week of the Geek Out. So the whole, what was it, September 30th Geek Out was Funko, and they actually had these really cool retro Marvel comic looking bobblehead Funko Pops as their reveal for that day. And then 2 days later, they did their final big closeout of the Fall Geek Out with a bunch of Target exclusives, a lot of stuff that you've already seen and probably have picked up maybe in Target, but they gave you another chance at a lot of exclusives. So that was their big reveal for October 2nd on the Target Fall Geek Out. So that is done. We are completely closed out. You won't hear me talk again about Fall Geek Out until next fall. All right. I'm going to actually just close that one now. Goodbye. All right. Next up, Hasbro Pulse Con. That was a couple weeks ago now, so it may be old news to a lot of you, but I'm just going to go through really, really quick, and then you guys can decide what you want to look at afterwards. So PulseCon revealed a whole bunch of new stuff from across the board with Hasbro. Just really quick here. I'm not going to I will post these links for you in the description of this video a little bit later. So here you go. Marvel Legends, tons of Marvel Legends revealed. This is just a sampling here, and most of the stuff you can order on the Hasbro Pulse website, or pre-ordered, I should say. A lot of it's still there, and a lot of it actually is throughout other retailers too. So you can pre-order on websites all around. All right, so there's Marvel. Next up, we've got starting lineup. So the basketball starting lineups were shown as part of PulseCon, but right around that same time, there was actually a press release sent for starting lineup NFL. So we're getting football. I imagine we're going to get all of the main sports, just like we used to have back in the 80s and 90s for starting lineup. But NFL is the next announced official starting lineup figures coming, and they will get the same treatment here that the basketball guys have gotten. So they should look pretty good. Should be very interesting to see the detail, the helmets, the uniforms. Yeah, should be really cool. So a lot of that more to come. You'll see all of those reveals and news updates here on AFC as we get them. Next up in Hasbro PulseCon, we have Power Rangers. Plenty of Power Ranger stuff revealed at PulseCon. So you can go and sift through all these images here. Again, these links will be in the comments, not the comments, but the description of the video after the live broadcast here. Next up, sticking with Hasbro PulseCon, it's the Transformers. Tons of Transformers stuff revealed. One of my favorites right here, the Leo Optimus Prime from Beast Wars. So plenty of stuff to see here. Plenty of Transformers from across the board for you. And then we've got Star Wars, of course. So there's Mandalorian and Andor and Black Series and Vintage Collection and everything you can imagine. There's a ton of photos for you to see here for Star Wars that was revealed at Hasbro PulseCon 2022. Again, link will be in the description after the big broadcast here. And continuing on, of course, G.I. Joe. Lots of cool G.I. Joe stuff revealed. You got CoverGirl right there, brand new. The Crimson Guard version of the Battle Android Trooper. Of course, the Serpentor was put up for pre-order and sold out instantaneously, of course. So hopefully maybe Hasbro will put up more of those. We'll see. I don't know. But there's plenty more to see, plenty more reveals from G.I. Joe, some cool stuff. So you can check out all that here when you get the link. All right. And then my favorite, Indiana Jones. So Indiana Jones stuff was revealed from Hasbro at PulseCon for the first time in forever that we've actually seen Indy figures. And these are 6-inch, most of them are 6-inch scale figures. So just like the Black Series, just like Marvel Legends, they're all in that 6-inch scale. So you've got 5 figures coming out to begin with. I'll just pop those open real quick. Each one of these comes with a piece to build the arc. So you got to buy all 5, take them out of the box, and you get to build your arc. And you might want to do that because the box is actually going to be one of the, I'll get there. There it is. Oh, no, too far. It's a blind box, so it doesn't, just like the Marvel Legends, it doesn't show you the actual figure. So the figure is kind of stuffed, hidden inside. Not something we necessarily agree with here at AFC, but it is what it is. So you'll have to take it out to actually see your figure and get your artifact, of course. Also, retro. Oop, too far. Retro Indiana Jones coming out, just Indy so far. It's going to be on that retro card. You can, let's see, I might be able to show you that retro card pretty easily. And yep, there it is. Very cool looking retro card, just like they've done with, like, Star Wars stuff in recent years. So a little throwback Indiana Jones for you to grab at on Hasbro Pulse, which is available for pre-order right now. In fact, all of these 6-inch figures are also available for pre-order. All right, this was definitely a favorite of mine, a favorite reveal. There was actually even a little prop replica here. There it is, the Eye of Ra. So you can grab that too right now. Okay, let's X out of that. And let's see what's up next. What can we talk about next? I know. Let's talk about New York Comic Con. That's the latest news, right? New York Comic Con was this past week and weekend. Started on a Thursday, ended on a Sunday. AFC was there Saturday and Sunday. We had a little bit of an abbreviated visit this year. but it was well worth it. We covered as much as we could in those 2 days, and let me tell you, there's tons of stuff that we covered in those 2 days. Right here, this is just a sampling. You guys go to AFcollectors.com or go to Facebook.com/AFcollectors, and you'll see all of the Comic-Con coverage as you scroll down. And you can click into the individual posts and see all the photos. This, again, just a sampling of what we've got. Right. This is just this is from Saturday. Some show floor photos. This is kind of random stuff as we've seen walking around over here. We've got everybody's favorite cosplay. So we've got plenty of cosplay pictures to show you from Saturday and Sunday. So you can check those out. Right. And then, just as an example of some other coverage that we have, Super 7 was there. We did a ton of photography and video at Super 7. The video is not quite up yet as of this broadcast, but the photos are on the Facebook page, so you can go and check that out. Video coming soon, video tour. Let's see. And then we had Playmates Toys was kind of there. They had a tiny little portion of a glass display, and in that they showed off their Star Trek figures. So there we go, Star Trek coming back. It's on that retro card. You can see right there. We'll just click into him. Mr. Data, he's on that original card back that we're used to from the 90s, the late 80s, early 90s. So they've kind of gone back to that. You've got Spock, and this is Wrath of Khan figures. And even those are on the old school card backs that we've seen in years past. There we go. The classic Star Trek movie series, and this is a very similar look to what we've seen in the past in the 90s and 80s. There's also Star Trek Universe, so same scale, different packaging. You've got the packaging is labeled with who the character is, their rank or their position or their what they do on the show, and of course the show itself. So really cool packaging here for Star Trek Universe for the rest of the Star Trek figures that don't necessarily fit into that retro look and feel. All right, so that's Star Trek. So that was at Comic-Con as well. You can go and see the rest of those photos on the Facebook page. We'll put that link in the description for you. All right. Wanted to also talk about from New York Comic Con. We actually saw the HasLab Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes HasLab. That's the big car. Let's click into that. Actually, I'll show it to you. There you go. So there's the car and Ghost Rider. It was on display at New York Comic Con. It's fairly impressive in person, I must say. It looks really cool. The car is spectacular. I know a lot of people have a lot of problems with the price, $350. It is a lot. If you're a Ghost Rider fan, yeah, you're going to want to take advantage of this. If you're not a Ghost Rider fan and just a collector of Marvel Legends, not a completist, I could see why you would miss this one. But as a Ghost Rider fan, if that's what you are, you might want to give this a shot because, like I said, it was cool in person. And I don't think the photos really do it justice. There is a video of this up on the AFCollectors YouTube channel. So if you go to youtube.com/AFcollectors, you will see that very quick walk around video of the display case. So it might give you a better idea of what this is all about. So, and again, I don't think video and photos really do it justice. When you see it in person, it is very impressive. So give it a second thought, maybe, if you're kind of on the fence. But we've got 19 days to go, and I'm going to give it a refresh here because I don't think that number is quite accurate. Oh, yeah, maybe it is. Yep, 5,193. They need 9,000 to get this backed. And 10,000 to get yourself the first tier of bonuses, which this is now going to take a second to load. We're almost there. And then 12,000 actually gets you the Mephisto. 10,000 gets you, here it comes. Ooh, the old internet connection's slow tonight. They're there, I promise. So again, Mephisto, 12,000. But before that, oh wait, they're not even loading. Oh boy, that's not good. Yikes. Okay. Well, it's Madeline Pryor. Was trying to do dramatic reveal. That didn't work out. Let's see if it'll load this time. We'll give it one more shot and then we're moving on. Go on, Madeline. So, oh no, these images are broken for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, if you go to our video on YouTube, youtube.com/AFCollectors, you will see that figure and many other little tidbits and details that we filmed for you at Comic Con. So give it a look. You never know. You might find yourself interested. All right. Let's see what else. Actually, can you guys give me just one quick second here? I will be back in a moment. Okay. Had a little technical difficulty there. We're back. Everything's fine. All good. We're ready to move on. So let's see. Oh, also at New York Comic Con, there was a Star Trek panel, which our friend Database Rob got to go to, and he got to see all of the Star Trek original panels or original Next Generation folks talk on stage about Picard season 3. And apparently, it was a riot. They also showed a brand new trailer, which was just for the Comic-Con audience at the time. But now it's here, it's available, it's online, it's on YouTube. I will put this link into the description for you. We don't have to watch it here. We've already got enough to go through today. So, and also I don't want to get in trouble, with the whole copyright thing and whatnot. So yeah, you can go and watch this after the broadcast here. And trust me, if you're a trust me, if you're a Trek fan and if you're a fan of the Next Generation, this preview, yeah, this will do it for you. Let's just hope that it's as good as the preview. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Next up, we got a big celebration today. Today, October 12th, 2022, is the 40th official 40th anniversary of Masters of the Universe. And to celebrate that, Mattel has revealed their Masters of the Universe Origins Eternia crowdfund playset on Mattel Creations. This thing is huge. So it's $550. It's expensive. I don't have $550 to throw at it right now. I would love to. It's a little pricey. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I think it looks great. The updates that they've made while still keeping to the old look and feel that kind of captured us as kids. It's a great little mix. And I would say for those of us who have the money and are huge Masters of the Universe fans, $550, seems to be worth it because we're already about halfway there. Let's see if the numbers change since I had this page open earlier. Yeah, it jumped up to 2,796 backers. So we're approaching that 3,000 mark, which is, it's getting close to 5,000. If we hit 5,000, you get the Eternia playset. If you hit 8,000, there's a moat monster. Let's see if it'll open up if I click on it. No. If we hit 10,000, we get Keklar, Leader of the Elders, a brand new figure, never produced before. Let's see, is he hiding in here somewhere? No, but you get King Grayskull with it too, by the way. If you lock in early, gotta lock in before it hits the 5,000, I believe. So lock in now and get yourself King Grayskull as part of the origin. So there you go. Just looking through the photos here, give you an idea of what to expect. It's got the full monorail system, just like the old one did. The grabbing claws and the Eternia tower. There's the Snake Tower, the Grayskull Tower, and then there's the whole bit there. So unfortunately, wait a minute, maybe there might be some pictures down here of it. Let's take a look. Already seen these. There you go. Early backer bonus. So in order to rally the troops, created our Royal Early Backer bonus. Master Universe fans who commit before 10/19. All right. So you've got a few days, you got 7 days, you got a week. 10/19. Get a limited edition King Grayskull figure to rule over your ultimate battleground playset. There you go. Got until October 19th to lock in for your Eternia playset to get King Grayskull. Here's the moat creature at 8,000 backers. That's terrifying. And I'm sorry, that was 8,000 backers. And then 10,000 backers is Keklar, Leader of Elders. Look him up. There's a very interesting story on how he fits into the Masters of the Universe lore and story. So definitely check that out. There you go. There's your 3 extras. I have a feeling we'll probably get to the 10,000 with us already approaching 5,000. This thing's only been available for less than a day, and it's already at almost 3K. So I think we're in good hands here. So there you go. That's for the big 40th. And also for the big 40th, even right here, I got this in the mail from Target the other day. My 40th anniversary He-Man and the Masters of the Universe action figure. This is out of the Masterverse line, but it's the special 40th anniversary. So he's got that old school He-Man look to his face and design, of course, and power sword and shield. Very, very reminiscent of the old days. There's the artwork on the back. Battle Cat, Castle Grayskull. Very, very cool. You go, 30 points of articulation on this guy. 40th anniversary He-Man. He's out there now. You can order him online, find him in the stores. He's around. Definitely recommend picking up one of these guys if you see him. This is going to be one of those hot figures down the road. So grab them if you see them, or if you can order them. All right. So yeah, the crowdfund, you can get in here. I'll put this link in the description as well in just a little bit. You're going to be able to look at all these pictures in more detail if you'd like. So we're getting there. Let's see if it moved while we were talking. 7, 3, 2, 7. Oh yeah, 2 more. Amazing. All right. So there we go. Back that project if you're interested. Also, as part of the 40th, there was a press event out in California at the Mattel headquarters. Unfortunately, AFCollectors, I don't know, I guess we must have missed our invite in the mail or email because we weren't invited to go out there. I don't know what happened. Mattel, what's going on, man? We've known you guys for 20 years. So, all kidding aside, there was a lot of reveals at this press event. The Eternia playset being one of them, but a lot of other stuff shown. I don't have the press picks ready for that just yet, but there's been plenty of other websites out there that have been showing, and Facebook pages too, that were invited and have shown a lot of pictures from the event. So really quick, I'll run down what was revealed, and then you can go find the other coverage out there. I'll post the press photos eventually, hopefully this week. So if you want to stick with us, you'll see those very soon. But shown were new Shogun, He-Man, and Faker action figures. Shoguns are the big, tall, like Godzilla, Mazinger Z figures. Super 7's done Optimus Prime and Megatron. So Mattel's going to do Shogun, He-Man, and Faker. Road Ripper with Mechanic was shown. Too Bad Masterverse is coming, which looks really awesome. Origins Snake Mountain. So that's in scale with the Origins figures and the Eternia playset and the Castle Grayskull playset that's been out for a bit. Let's see what else. Mossman, Origins Deluxe figure. Duncan, Man at Arms from Masterverse from the Revelations when they go a little bit into the future, and he's not Man at Arms anymore, so he doesn't really have all the same armor. But you'll see that figure, kind of cool. Something called He Skeletor. This is supposed to be like a multiverse He-Man, and it's actually Keldor. If Keldor got the power sword, called upon the power of Grayskull, he becomes He Skeletor. So it's a blue He-Man. Kind of cool, interesting. Looks like it's going to be a Mattel Creations exclusive, much like the excuse me, Origins playset here. What else we got? New Adventures Intergalactic Skeletor. When you see this one, you're going to love it. I love New Adventures of He-Man. A lot of people don't. The cartoon, the concept, everything. I happen to be one of the very few that, well, maybe not very few, but few that do enjoy that series. It's always been one of my favorites. Obviously, I like the original Filmation the best. It's still the OG. Of course, the original figures from Mattel back in 1982. Quick story, quick personal story. 1982, Bradley's department store in Shelton, Connecticut here. I was with my mom. We were looking through the toys. I was 5 years old. Now you know how old I am. And we saw, or I saw, wasn't even hanging on the pegs. It was in like a little display box. And it was He-Man and Skeletor and a couple of each. He-Man and Skeletor. And I said, what is this? I had no clue at the time what it was. It was brand new from Mattel. There was no cartoon. There was no comics. There was no movies. There was no nothing. It was just two cool muscle-bound figures in a package sitting there. And I picked both of them up. And I remember Mom said, you can get one. You can only get one. So which one would I take? Which one would I take? Of course, I went with Skeletor. Skeletor, he's a skull. Come on, he's cool. You can't go wrong with that. So He-Man went back, and I came home with Skeletor that day, not knowing a thing about these figures. Just said Evil Lord of Destruction. There was no story on the back. There was a comic in there. So read the comic, loved every bit of it. Next week, I had He-Man, and off we went from there. Had all the figures eventually. But it started in 1982 in that Bradley store with that Skeletor. And that Skeletor I still own today. I should have him here with me for the broadcast, but I don't. He's downstairs in the man cave. So I do have that same Skeletor from 1982. Thanks, Mom. You really sent me off into a very expensive hobby here. So, all right, moving on. Intergalactic Skeletor shown. Masterverse Intergalactic Skeletor looks fantastic. One of my favorites that they showed off at the press event. And then finally, an Origins figure called Monger. Apparently, he's billed as the Dungeon Dweller of Castle Grayskull, and it looks like another Mattel Creations exclusive. And he looks like a frogman. So you can see those photos coming up. All right, that's it. That's what was revealed. There was other things going on at the event. They got to see a lot of original art and how things are done, and 3D scanners and full body scanners and stuff like that for how they create action figures and whatnot. Looked like a pretty cool event. Hopefully Mattel will see it in their kindness to maybe invite AFCollectors to the next one. That would be nice. We'd love that. So, but anyway, it looks like everybody had a good time there, and it was a really cool event. So there we go. Moving along. Let's go to, let's see what's next here. I believe McFarlane. We're going to get into some McFarlane toy stuff. Oh, here you go. Here's some other stuff revealed. this weekend for Masters of the Universe. So these are Masterverse figures. These are the movie He-Man and Skeletor. Finally, these will come in Masterverse packaging, deluxe set packaging, because each of these does come with alternate heads. You see the original He-Man head there, and the Dolph Lundgren, not really, head as well. There you go. There's all the accessories that comes with He-Man. We'll take a quick look at the accessories with Skeletor. There you go. Lots of cool stuff with Skeletor, including the Cosmic Key. So I'll put this link in the description as well, so you guys can go and at your leisure and look at these photos of the movie figures. All right. Also, some more Masters of the Universe stuff. We're not done yet. Sorry. So a lot of this stuff actually was also revealed as part of the Mattel press event, but these are new Snake Men, Snake Armor, Origins figures. Just really quick, I'll click through a few of these so you can see them. King Hiss is in there, new Masterverse figures, new Netflix action figures from the Savage Eternia line. Hordak looks really cool, by the way. You got Merman, another wildly redesigned character, but really, really awesome looking. Another King Hiss. This is from the Netflix series. King Hiss, completely redone. Doesn't look a thing like what we're expecting or what we're used to. And there's Savage He-Man, and then of course we've got tons of other photos here of the individual figures, which you can go and look at as closely as you would like. We're not going to go through all of them right now. All right, I think that wraps up the He-Man stuff. Happy 40th birthday anniversary to He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Congratulations, Mattel, on such a hugely successful line that literally started from nothing and built into a 40-year long-lasting product for you. So really cool stuff. I love it. I'll continue to love it. I hope my kids also continue to love Masters of the Universe, and grandkids too. We'll see. Okay, let's move and switch gears to McFarlane Toys. All right, latest Spawn figure shown, the latest Spawn wave as Omega Spawn. This one here, Nightmare Spawn, and Plague, also a Spawn look character. King Spock, and of course, Salmon Twitch. The Salmon Twitch, awesome is that. I love it. The other figures are awesome too. Don't get me wrong. They look really cool. I'm an OG, old school Spawn fan. So when you give me characters like Sam and Twitch, I'm all about it. I love it. I think they look great. We'll definitely be picking this 2-pack up, and probably Omega Spawn too, just because he looks really cool. I like that. He's a newer character in the Spawn, I believe, but definitely a cool deluxe box figure set here. All right, so that's Spawn. You can get those on Entertainment Earth right now, and if you click on this particular link in the AFC article, you actually support AFCollectors a little bit, and we keep the servers running and the live shows going for you. All right. Let's see. Also with Spawn, Todd McFarlane announced last week that he's got some new writers attached to the new live action movie. Just wanted to run down that real quick because it sounds really good. He's looking at Scott Silver from Joker, Malcolm Spellman from Captain America, Part 4, and also wrote Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Max Mixon, a little less known, but he did a movie called Yesterday Was Everything and the Milwaukee Project. Maybe you know him. But all new writers for Spawn the movie. It's got a new life. We're going to be hearing more and more about it very soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed. This has been a long time coming. Spawn's one of my favorite characters, so I am really pulling for you, Todd, and everybody at McFarlane. Want to see it happen for sure. Okay. Latest wave of some DC stuff here from McFarlane. You've got the page punchers here. So you got Joker. You've got Nightfall, Batman. You've got oh boy, Nightwing. I blanked out for a second. And Green Lantern. There you go. That's the latest wave of page punchers. You can get those now. If you get them all, get a nice deal at $33.96 instead of $39.96. Pretty good. And we've got, oh, not that. We've got Frankenstein Mongol. This is a bundle here that you can save some money on, $67.98 if you buy them together. There you go. There's Mongol. There's the DC Frankenstein monster. Very cool looking. So these are available for pre-order now. Again, we'll put this link in the description for you. I think that brings us up to speed on just a couple other odds and ends here. Let's see. The Super Mario Brothers movie trailer was shown at Comic Con. It's online for you. I'll give you the link so you can go look at it. We're not going to play it right here, but there's the logo. I'll let you watch the rest of it in case you haven't seen it. You can be surprised at what it looks like and what it sounds like and all that stuff. All I'll say to you is I'm looking forward to it. I'm a Mario fan from back in the 80s when Mario first came over here to the United States on the regular Nintendo. Even before that in the arcades. So this is something I'm looking forward to. Having seen the trailer, I'm happy with it. I think it looks pretty good. I think it sounds pretty good. I have faith that it'll actually be a well done and well deserving of the name Super Mario Brothers. So watch the trailer, see what you think. All right. Next up in trailer news, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, new trailer released. That's there for you to watch. It was released on October 3rd. Again, we'll throw that link for you in the description. You actually get, if I can look at my notes here, actually get a glimpse of Ironheart in this trailer. And also, maybe you might see something about the actual Black Panther towards the end. I'm not going to say if it is or not, but, give it a watch if you haven't already. All right. And lastly, here in trailers, we've got Tales of the Jedi. Tales of the Jedi comes out on Disney Plus October 26th. These are little original short animation stories starring like a young Ahsoka, some tales of young Ahsoka, also young Count Dooku, along with Yoda and Mace Windu. From before Dooku turned to the dark side, you see a young Qui-Gon Jinn. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a cool little series. So we'll wait and see. You never know with these things these days. And speaking of that, next up is Andor. Andor episode 6 just came out today. I actually just finished watching it before getting on the big broadcast here. And I have to say, after tearing apart the first 3 episodes, maybe even the 4th episode, not so much the 5th because it was better, the 6th episode is really good. It's finally feeling a little bit more like Star Wars, and you'll see why when you watch it. I won't give anything away, but I'll say it was a very intense episode. So I enjoyed it thoroughly. I didn't fall asleep this time. So that's a good sign. So go ahead and watch Andor episode 6. It's a good one. And then tomorrow, She-Hulk is finally at an end. We get to episode 9 of She-Hulk, and it's the big grand finale. Not entirely sure, excuse me, what to expect. We'll see. It's been a roller coaster ride of really great episodes and really terrible episodes. So the last episode was pretty good. If you haven't seen it now, it's been a week, so I'm not going to back off on spoilers too much. So if you don't want me to spoil it for you, you better just sign off now. This is the last thing we're going to talk about anyway. So, yeah. So episode 8, Daredevil, finally debuted. It was pretty cool. It was a great episode. A lot of people unhappy with how Marvel treated Matt Murdoch and Daredevil character true to the character that was up over some seasons. I tend to agree, but I also tend to feel that we're going to see more of that darker Daredevil in shows like Echo and also Daredevil's own show when that finally comes out. She-Hulk is a comedy, so you can't expect the show to wrap itself around its guest star of Daredevil. We still got to see Daredevil in action. He still kicks some serious ass. I didn't see too much wrong with it. I took it for what it was, understanding that She-Hulk is a comedy. Okay, yeah, it may have made Matt Murdock look a little cheesy, but he was pretty cheesy back in the original comics when it first came out, and everybody was really in the '60s. So, what are you going to do? It was almost like a callback to those comics, really, from days past. He even had the old yellow and red and brown or whatever suit on it, so that may have had something to do with it too. I don't know, but I thought it was okay. I think they're gonna save Daredevil. Don't worry about it. Like I said, She-Hulk is just a comedy, not just, but it is a comedy. So you have to expect some humor, even from Matt Murdock and Daredevil. So let's give that a chance. Let's not worry too much about that. All right. Again, finale tomorrow. That's it. We'll talk about the finale next week when we go live, and hopefully it's good. Fingers crossed. Okie dokie. And then lastly here, before we get into finds of the week, I want to remind you again that when you're ordering your action figures online, if you wouldn't mind clicking into Entertainment Earth from AFCollectors.com or one of the posts on the AF Collectors Facebook page, because when you see one of those links there, it goes off and helps us out a little bit as an affiliate with Entertainment Earth. So it keeps the web servers running, it keeps me live, it keeps the news updates coming and the YouTube videos editing. So help us out there if you can. Much appreciated. Okay. And I think that brings us to the end here. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to show you a couple of finds of the week. This is the last segment that we do on our live show. I show you some stuff that I found in the store or got through mail order throughout the week. And we'll start. I'm going to just bring this back here. But one of them was the 40th anniversary He-Man figure I showed you before. This came through Target mail order. Spend too much time on that one. Found in also Target. This was in the store. This was not shipped to me. This was found in the store. Is the Super 7, the latest wave of Super 7 G.I. Joe reaction figures. They had them all. I can't collect them all. They're a little expensive, but I could not resist the Battle Android Trooper. Look at that. Very reminiscent of the old cartoon Battle Android Trooper. And the back of the card, very reminiscent of back in the day of what the G.I. Joe card backs look like. So it's a nice bit of nostalgia for somebody like me. So there you go. Let's see. This one was from Walmart. We've got from Mattel, the WWE Superstars line. This is, of course, the Undertaker. And this is based off of that Remco style, I believe, wrestler figures from the 70s and 80s, and some of the bootleg figures that were out at that time. So, and it's also kind of like a Masters of the Universe body type almost. So, but this is the Undertaker from Series 3. You can also get Papa Shango, the $1 Million Man, and Mankind. There you go. Even the back of the card back is very retro looking, black and white. The jacket is soft goods on Undertaker. I don't think you can remove the hat though. So there you go. Undertaker Series 3 WWE Superstars from Mattel. This one was in Walmart. I think they're Walmart exclusives. So you'll find it there. This one here came from Target online through mail order. Came with the actually the 40th anniversary He-Man. We've got from Droids Boba Fett 6-inch Black Series figure. So this is paying tribute to the Droids cartoon that Boba Fett appeared in. And as you can see, it's the standard Black Series Boba Fett figure, but he's done in the Droids colors, the Droids cartoon colors. Very, very cool. Always a fan of that look and feel of Boba Fett. It's different, kind of interesting. His first appearance. Be interesting if they did a live action version of maybe a younger Boba Fett, and maybe this is kind of like a transitional armor color for him. Wouldn't that be interesting? So it'd be nice if we got the story behind that. But the packaging is cool. It's the 6-inch Black Series packaging, but adapted to look much like the Droids packaging from back in the day. On the back there, you see C-3PO, R2-D2. And the front looks very much like the old card back of the Droids cartoon with Boba Fett. So there you go. Cool figure. Came from Target. It's in Target stores and also online if they're still available. Lastly, Comic-Con finds. Of course, you can't go to Comic-Con without buying something. I didn't buy a whole lot, but I did get a couple things. From the Target booth, I couldn't resist Spider-Ham. I'm not sure which cover this is paying homage to, but it says this issue, Honey Baked Heist. It says #1 here from Hallmark. You can open it up and it's actually got a little cartoon or a little comic book inside. And then the back, pop-minded Hallmark, itty bitty. So it's the itty bitty Spider-Ham, irresistible to the, of course, Spider-Man fan, which you can see behind me. There you go. That was from Comic-Con from the Hallmark booth. Thank you, guys. And then I ran across this version of Amazing Fantasy, which is really cool. It's actually Spider-Man 1000. And of course, I don't have the card handy of the folks that did this. So I'm going to find it and I'm going to put it in the description below so you guys can reach out and possibly get yourself a copy of this kind of, what do you call it, mosaic maybe version of Amazing Fantasies, Spider-Man 1000. So I haven't read it yet. I got to get into reading it, but could not resist, as you can see, behind me here. Irresistible. So very cool cover. I'll get you the name, the link, and the information about this one in the description very soon. And that was it. That's all I got at Comic-Con. Took a lot of pictures, took a lot of video. You'll see that on AFCollectors.com. You'll see it on YouTube.com/AFCollectors. All of it's there. We had a ball. It was a great time. I'm still tired, but we love doing it. So, and there you go. That's a show. This is a show. We're all done. Thanks for sticking with me. I know it was a lot to cover and a little bit of time, but we got through 2 weeks worth of updates, and we'll be back next week for another live broadcast. Hope you'll join us. Thank you for watching live. Thank you for watching recorded. We appreciate it any way, shape, or form possible that you watch the big broadcast. So I am Gil the Gilness for AF Collectors. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you next week. Happy hunting out there, folks.